Hello, my name's Dr. Kate Woodcock and I'm a senior lecturer in the Centre for Applied Psychology at the University of Birmingham. I want to tell you about an exciting new research project that I and my team are running. In this project, we're aiming to develop a way that will ultimately help us to stop children from developing difficulties with change, for example, in their routines, plans, or expectations. We want to work with the parents and teachers of children with neurodevelopmental disorders that can be associated with difficulties with change. Specifically, we want to work with the caregivers of children with Prader-Willi syndrome, Fragile X syndrome, or autism spectrum disorder. Switching between thinking about something in one way to thinking about it in a different way relies on a cognitive skill that we call attention switching. So, for example, to test attention switching in a child, we might show them pictures like this and ask them to tell us if this person is young or old, and then switch and ask them to tell us if this person is a man or a woman. We know that deficits in attention switching can be linked to the difficulties with change that children with neurodevelopmental disorders can experience. Critically, attention switching ability develops quickly during childhood, and it might develop better when children are exposed to routines and activities in more different ways. In other words, it might be that if we can expose children to enough flexibility in their routines and activities at an early age, that then they'll better develop the cognitive skills that they need to be able to deal effectively with change later in life. That's our prediction, but we don't yet know if it's the case. In this study, we want to develop a way to help parents and teachers to increase the flexibility in children's routines and activities, and we're calling this programme Flexible Scheduling. Really importantly, we know that structure can be advantageous for many children, so we want to work with parents and teachers to make sure that we strike exactly the right balance between structure and flexibility.
Hello, my name is Siobhan Blackwell and I'm coordinating the Flexible Scheduling project. One of the first things I'll do is to call you on the telephone. At this point, I'll remind you that you can change your mind at any point in the project. If you change your mind, you can simply stop doing the research activities. When I call you, I'll ask you a few questions to help us develop the Flexible Scheduling program. I'll then later on call you at the end of the study to ask you a few more questions to help us evaluate how appropriate the flexible scheduling was for caregivers and their children.
We'd also ask you to talk to us as part of a focus group, either face-to-face or via webinar. In these focus groups, we'd ask for feedback on the flexible scheduling programme that we're developing so that we can progressively refine it to make sure that it meets everybody's needs. We'll also ask you to test the flexible scheduling programme at home with your child, either for 1 week or 4 weeks. We'd ask you to use the resources that we've developed to learn how to use the programme. We don't yet know exactly what these resources are going to look like, but because we will have developed them together with you, we hope that they'll meet your needs. Whilst using the flexible scheduling programme, we'll also ask you to use your smartphone or tablet computer to keep a diary about how it's going. And we might ask you to answer some questionnaires on your child's behaviour before and after using the flexible scheduling programme. Finally, we might ask your child to complete some game-like cognitive tests using a computer at home. And those tests look a bit like the example that I showed you at the beginning of this video. It's important to remember that the information that you share as a part of the focus group will be available to other members of the group. So we'd encourage you to only share information that you feel comfortable with those other members having. The other information that we collect during the study will be completely confidential, and that means that it's only us as members of the research team who would know that that information comes from you. At the end of the study, we would then make all of the information that we've collected anonymous, and in that form we might share it more widely. It's entirely up to you if you'd like to take part in this study. If you do want to take part, we'd need you to give us your consent in writing. And we'd also want you to discuss the study with your child to make sure that they're also happy to take part, and again to confirm this with us in writing. We really hope that this study sounds interesting and useful for you. If you think you might be interested in taking part, please just get in touch with us. We're really looking forward to hearing from you. You can call me in my office at the University of Birmingham using 0121 414 6036, or you can call Siobhan on 0121 414 3335. Or you can email us at the addresses on the slide, or you can write to me at this postal address. Thank you so much for taking the time to watch this video. We're really excited about this project, and we hope that it sounds exciting to you too.